Good morning from Australia, beautiful twin flames. It's so good to have you with me today. I have just finished my cuppa, well, nearly. So if you want to go and get one, I invite you to do so. I am sending you so much love from Australia, and I hope you're having a good day, night, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. This is a twin flame concept video today because it's really necessary, I think. Okay, so I'm about to try and draw, which is really a bad thing. So I don't know, why can't I draw very well? I'm not sure. I don't know, it just wasn't something I used to do very well at school. So you're going to have to bear with me. Alright? That's really bad. Okay. Maybe I won't draw. Yeah, I think not drawing. Harry's telling me from a distance, don't draw. Alright, I won't draw today. Okay, that's a good idea. Oh dear. Actually, I'll show you my drawing. Can anyone guess what that is in the comments? Hang on, maybe if I make eyes and put some hair there, it's now a weird alien. Can you see that? I was trying to draw, I'm not even going to lie to you. I was trying to draw scales today. Everyone knows what scales are, don't you? Good, because I don't want to draw them because I always get confused about the shapes and which way they need to be. Okay, so I have got a very academic mind until it comes to drawing, and then I kind of go, I'm not quite sure what shape I should use. Look at how he's laughing at me. You think it's funny, don't you? Can you draw? How's Harry going to draw? With his tongue? With your tongue, is it? You do? Okay. Apparently he draws with his tongue. Now where's Charlotte? He's going to tell me. I know he is. Where's Charlotte gone? She did what? She ghosted you? Well, what did you do? Did you do anything? You didn't do anything at all. Oh. Did you really? Okay. You told her to cook for you every day, 5 times a day. Okay, well that might have done it. Wow, Harry. Go over there, Harry. Go and do a bit more study, alright? Oh, goodness me. My throat chakra is playing up because I'm also about to do soon, what am I on to today? A love letter from the Divine Masculine. So that'll be coming after this video shortly. I'm doing 2 videos today. Alright, so let me get into my concept video about balance in the twin flame journey and why it's so important. Okay, so I guess a lot of spiritualists and masters and twin flame coaches and I don't know, just religious people in general talk about balance. Okay, and so everyone's like, yeah, you know, we've got to make sure we don't eat too much bad food, we've got to make sure we do a little bit of exercise, maybe not too much, and then, you know, make sure you're not too stressed, and la 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 la. And it gets kind of annoying, you know, this like whole make sure you balance out your life, and you know. And life isn't always like that, is it? Life isn't always that balanced, but it needs to be, because I'll tell you why. Instead of using the scales, oh, I can draw that, hang on, We won't use the scales. Let's not use the scales. Let's do a seesaw. If I can't draw a seesaw, there's going to be something wrong, isn't there? It's going to be just a simple one, okay? But you get the idea if I do it, all right? Alrighty, look, a seesaw, okay? So, you know, one twin flame sits there and one twin flame sits there, okay? Okay, so now we're cooking with gas, which is a saying when things are working. We're cooking with gas, okay? Alrighty, so I can finally, I'm glad I thought of the seesaw. That's a way better idea. The scales are just, that's, you know, you've got to be Picasso to be able to do scales, don't you really? Alrighty, so, okay, so here we go. I've talked about high vibrational and low vibrational before, okay, but I want to bring it up for you again. So if someone's high vibrational, they will be loving and kind and caring and giving, and will say nice words to people and won't be judgmental. They'll be in their heart space, okay? Which doesn't mean they don't have boundaries. It just means that they have an understanding that everyone's on their own path, and that, you know, that people who are acting in their ego as opposed to their heart space, they understand that they're on their own journey, and that they'll hopefully learn that in this lifetime, or if not in this lifetime, if you believe in lifetimes, then hopefully they'll learn it, you know, when they're ready. Excuse me. Divine masculine coming through for me, wanting me to do this next video. Okay, so I'll keep this one as short as I can so I can get on with the next video. Okay, so high vibrational is being in your heart space, okay? And it's being in your heart space enough to give love out and allow love in. Give love out and allow love in, although you still have boundaries. So if, you know, a telemarketer rang you up and said, you know, I want you to give me $8,000 today because we've got this great brand new pyramid scheme that we want you to join, and, you know, you wouldn't say yes, would you? I hope you wouldn't. I hope you wouldn't say yes. Harry's saying he would say yes. It sounds great. He likes pyramids. You wouldn't say yes. You don't say yes to strangers on the telephone. Okay, so being high I can't even say it now. Being high vibrational is about being in your heart space enough that you can give love out and accept love in, but still have boundaries when people are trying to use you or abuse you, if you get what I mean, right? Whether that's your mother, your brother, your cousin, your uncle, the telemarketer, your twin flame, your soulmate, any other karmic. And of course a karmic is someone who's not your twin flame. And there can be good karmics and bad karmics, although those labels, I don't know, I wouldn't say they're good or bad, because, you know, they all teach you a lesson of some kind, alright? So, but you could say, you know, that taught me a good lesson and that taught me a bad lesson, you know what I mean? So I don't want to put karmics in that yucky space. Alrighty, so the point I'm getting to now is, let's say you're the high vibrational twin and you've come into the knowing that you can be happy and loving and joyful, and you've worked out how to feel that from the inside. You know, you've ascended enough to know that there's going to be people, places and situations that hurt you, but you can still stay high vibrational in general, okay? And your twin might be low vibrational or distorted in their energy, which can change at any time. If they decided to be in their higher emotions, you know, and come into an unconditionally loving space within their heart space, then they could also be high vibrational. And so what we're trying to get to here is where the twins are balanced. Okay, so you're not so high that, you're in the clouds, but you're not low either. So this is a balanced way of being where both twins are balanced, okay? So let's say one of the twins is really awake, really unconditionally loving, and they have a great day, okay? Let's say they go to a wedding and it's their best friend's wedding and they rock up and they go and, they're feeling fantastic, and then that same week, all these projects went right for them at work, and I don't know, their mum sent them a text saying, how perfectly wonderful they are, and, and on it goes, and they just, they get that feeling inside of themselves where they just feel like, I don't know, it's like a religious thing, all just about the joy, you know what I mean, inside of themselves. So they're that high that they feel so wonderful. What can happen is that the other twin, it's like the twins are on a seesaw, all right? So if one twin is so high vibrational that they feel like they're bursting, you know what I mean, bursting in so much bliss, the other twin can have literally go through the dark night of the soul, all right? Because the twins are all about balance, all right? So I don't know, for some people they would explain twins as, the sun and the moon, the yin and the yang, the dark and the light, the up and the down, the left and the right, the opposites, if you look into, masculine, feminine, those kind of energies. But because we all have the masculine and feminine within us, it's very important to be balanced. You don't want to be so high that you can't connect with anyone. Okay, because remember, if you're at a high frequency like this and the rest of the world are kind of, here and down, how will you connect with them? You might be able to connect with your source very easily, God, Buddha, Allah, whoever you believe in while you're up here. So, in a state of prayer, you might be really high. But then, you might have to come down a little bit to be able, just to even be able to communicate with other people. Do you know what I mean? So it's very interesting because we have some twins going, I feel great. I could leave the journey right now. I'm doing so well on my own. I don't need my other twin. I just got that new job and I just went to my, sister's best friend's uncle's wedding, and so they're like literally dancing around in their life, wondering why their other, why their counterpart is always having a meltdown. Oh, he's got addiction issues, or he or she, take it how it resonates for you, has got addiction issues. He or she's not coping. He or she's depressed. He or she is, having a really shit time right now. And I don't know why, because my life is so fantastic. All right? So I want you to know, as a twin flame, that you are allowed, of course, to have a blissful, joyful life. That's great. We want you to be there, but we don't want you to be so high that you can literally hear the angels singing around you, you know what I mean? Like, don't go that high where you can't... I just want you to know that it affects your twin, all right? And it can happen the other way. You could be having a really crappy week, right? Everything's going wrong. You wake up in the morning, you stub your toe, I don't know, you can't find your emoji friend. That happens sometimes, doesn't it? Especially when you're with Charlotte. I can't find you. I don't know where you go. I worry about you. Anyway, that's another topic. Okay, you could be having a crap week and wondering, well, hang on a minute, what's going on here? And then, you might get a text from your twin going, hey, what a fantastic day. The sun's shining and there's unicorns in my backyard, and those unicorns are actually dancing around with the gnomes. And you're going, what? What do you mean? This is the shittiest. The planets are in retrograde right now. The whole, you know, the astrological everything's just coming down on me, and I couldn't light my sage or whatever you do. Right? Uncle Bob rang me and was giving me a hard time about, you know, I don't know, his counterpart. Anne Marie wouldn't cook for him last week, and he was driving me crazy. He rang me for 3 hours, and I couldn't sleep all week, and my appetite's been rotten. And on it goes. Okay, so I want you to know that the twin flame journey with your counterpart, it's like a seesaw, literally. If one is way up here, the other one more than likely will be really, really, really down in the dumps, perhaps even going through like a, you know, a dark night of the soul, or perhaps someone else might term it as having like a mini nervous breakdown. It can feel like that. So let me know in the comments if this has happened to you, but it's something I've noticed working with clients, and, you know, coming into understanding and knowing about different concepts within the twin flame journey. All right. So, you know, all of those teachers and spiritualists who've come before us and said, you know, it's all about balance. You know, don't over pray, don't over spiritualize yourself, don't overeat, don't overindulge, don't, you know, I don't know. What else, Harry? What else? Don't draw things you can't draw. Did you have to say that? That was a bit mean, wasn't it? Yeah, okay. Well, my original drawing of Scales turned into an alien. So, you know, I do think he needs a nose. There we go. There we go, Harry. Is that better? He still doesn't like my drawings. I don't blame him. Alright, so if you're going to be super, super high vibrational, it will, more than likely, affect your twin. If you're going to be happy and joyful, just generally speaking, and kind of be at this level here, then it's a nice place to be, because then your twin can do the same. You know, it's kind of like a seesaw. So tell me if you've noticed it happening. I've noticed it happening in a lot of different clients. You know, I've got clients who are really high vibrational, and they're get up in the morning and they're just about, I don't know, reciting Bach and Mozart, or I don't know what they're doing, but you know what I mean. They're just like la, and their twins, like, you know, addiction problems, you know, breakups, having, you know, nightmares and divorces and all of this yuckiness going on. And so, yeah, I want to know what your feelings are on this, but I've noticed it happening, and so I wanted to let you know, because if you love your twin flame, right, which of course if you're listening to this video, yes you do, and you want to be in union with your twin, so I want to know that what you do in your life does affect them. Even though it's a spiritual and a soul connection, what you do in the physical reality also affects your soul, which then in turn affects your twin. So this is my concept video about balance. And the metaphor is all about being on the seesaw of the twin flame journey is what I might call it, because it's a bit like that anyway, isn't it? It feels like a bit of a seesaw. It's like a, or hang on, maybe a roller coaster might sound better for some of you. Okay, so yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. I have noticed this happening with multiple clients. You know, they say, wow, I'm feeling great, you know, everything's fantastic, I'm doing fantastic, I'm meditating, I'm praying, I don't know, I've lost 20 pounds. Okay. So excuse me, I'm going to have to do this divine masculine love letter in a minute. Just know this can happen, and so what you do with your vibration becomes very important. Okay, stay high vibrational, but not so high vibrational that your twin flame is going to have a meltdown. All right, very interesting, you know, opposites going on here. You know, we talk about mirroring a lot, But I don't think we talk about opposites enough. And of course, you know, there is the divine masculine, divine feminine energy here, you know, the dark and the light, the up and the down, the left and the right, the high vibrational and the low vibrational. Okay, so although twin flames complement each other, they also can be opposite of one another. So just watch for that, because you know, you literally don't want to be causing your twin flame any discomfort, unnecessary discomfort, especially when this journey is all about unconditional love. Alrighty, I'll see you in my next video. I'm about to do it now so that we can stop coughing, Harry. I don't know. You can't ask Charlotte to cook for you every single day, that many times a day. Alright, it's not fair. He's not happy. Alright, Harry, we need to say goodbye now, so you need to stop doing that. Are you sending a telepathic message, are you? Okay. Tell me what it is. He's asking if some of you on the channel wouldn't mind cooking for him 5 times a day, and that he likes tacos. Would that be okay, Harry? Oh my God. I'll see you soon. Bye.